Old ladies with power tools. Hi, I'm Lynn. I live in what used to be an abandoned old goat shed that I turned into a pretty awesome tiny home, leaving others to wonder, what in the wide world of sports is that crazy old lady up to now? I'm working on doing the interior finish out of a Barndominium across the property that belongs to Martha. Today, we're going to do some texturing, so let's get started. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell, ding-a-ling, so you'll get notifications of my future antics. I have never used one of these before. Had somebody come in and do the taping and floating, paid for that, and then if they were going to texture the ceiling, they were going to charge us $600. This cost less than $100, and then the boxes of drywall mud. We had 3 boxes left over from the taping and floating. So we're going to see how much coverage we get out of that, and then we'll get some more as needed. We're going to do the ceiling and the walls. There's about 4,800 square foot of drywall that was purchased to hang. And all I really want is just a really light orange peel. Not only will I be able to tell you approximately how much joint compound you're going to need for this particular texture that I'm going to do, I'll also be able to give you pretty exact measurements of how much water you mix in with the joint compound in order to get the consistency that you need. Let's take a look at this bad boy. This is the hopper, and once you mix your joint compound, you put it down in here. And look, they have instructions. I'm so happy. And this is all of the parts that we're going to need. As I said, I've never done this before, but today's the day. I'm going to take a minute, look at some instructions. You stick around to the end, I'll give you some great helpful hints on how to handle one of these, especially if you're doing it by yourself. The finishers just brought us to this smooth texture. They did a good job, but perfect is tough. So if you put texture on the wall, it's going to cover any little sins that might have been committed by the drywall finishers. And that's why we decided to go ahead and do the texture. And the ceiling is the part that's absolutely almost always textured, because that's just a really big flat surface to count on it being totally smooth. My sweet daughter Jessie and our friend Colby have come down here and masked everything off. So I think I'm going to start in this spare bedroom closet. Nobody's ever going to really look in there anyway. You have shelves, you have some kind of a door curtain there that will cover. And this will give me a really good idea of how this is all supposed to work. I have my air compressor plugged in and ready to go. Here's the hopper. Put this here. It's in there. It's great. 3.5 gallons joint compound. This one's not ever been opened. It's heavy, heavy, heavy. All right. And I'll lift it, maybe. Get it out of the box. Okay, out of the box. I'm telling you, this stuff is heavy. And I'm going to turn this bag upside down. I bet you I end up leaving a half a gallon of this stuff in this dang old bag. At least, right? All right. I guess we can make like a tube of toothpaste here. Last time I was at the home of the depot, I purchased a big pack of shop towels. And that makes me super duper happy. So if I get this stuff all over me, I've got a shop towel. A clean, nice, white shop towel. I don't know what it is, but if you've got the nicest, cleanest towel in the world, for some reason, men will get that nice towel to go out and wash the car with. It's like he looks right beyond the old yucky mucky towels and goes straight for that. I got it on me. So we know that we need at least 1 gallon of water. We've established that. This is a quart, so there's 4 quarts in a gallon, right? Yep. Man, that thing's going to be really full and really heavy. That's 3. We go 1 more and we'll be full. And my bucket is almost completely full. I've got my mixer-upper on here. Oh!
should get most of that joint compound off of the end of this. Over here. Lovely. I can set this right here, and it says to fill it 2/3 to 3/4 full of my concoction here. Okay, you ready? We're gonna fill this puppy up. We're gonna have to get dirty doing it. When I get it down lower, I'll be able to pick it up, pour it. And if I tried to pick that up and pour it, I wouldn't be able to pick it up, I don't think. You would think they'd put a fill line on this thing. Go, oh, that looks good. Do that. One more, maybe. Maybe two. And I'm wondering about how heavy it's going to be to try to handle. I guess we'll see. Probably way more than what I want to haul around. We're going to spray it and try to get rid of it, right? Drywall mudded my toes. Messy, messy me. Okay, I hate air compressors. I hate the noise. I'm not even going to be able to lift it up to the ceiling. After having done about 1,000 square feet, I used 1 gallon per box of water. I have some helpful hints for you. First of all, if you get yourself an extra bucket, this hopper fits down in this bucket perfectly. So then you can fill up your hopper and somebody won't have to be there to hold it for you while you're doing so. Today, I brought myself a pan. Helpful hint number 2, do not put any more mud in here than you're able to pick up or lift, because you gotta lift this thing up on your shoulders. So that's pretty important to remember. Helpful hint number 3, keep your air compressor under your scaffold or way back from where you're actually working. Otherwise, you'll have a white air compressor. This bucket that I'm using, also after you attach the hose, still set the hopper in the bucket and lean it up against the side of the scaffold so you can actually hands off. I'll show you. And that will still hold the hopper while you climb up on the scaffold. So this is the texture that we ended up with on the wall that I did. And we're pretty happy with it actually. This wall's been painted already.